Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new here, my name is Donna, and for those of you not new, thank you so much for continuing to come back and support my channel. I appreciate all of you so very much. Hopefully, if you're new here, you're coming from my friend's channel. I am doing this New Year's Eve glam look collaboration with a bunch of people that I have done a collab with before. You all have heard me mention them time and time again. So to start off, we have Anna. You guys have seen me collab with her before. She was part of my Untamed collaboration, just her and I. We also did a tag not that long ago, and we have been participants in this group collab a couple of times now. This is the third one. I think we have one less person in this collab, but all these ladies are amazing ladies. Then we have Serena, who is Eileen Sarena here on YouTube. She also has Eileen Bling Cosmetics here on YouTube. She has her own makeup line, and I am just super excited for her to see her growth, what she's done, what she's been able to accomplish, and what was this crazy 2020 world for many people. You know, it was rough, and for her, she used it as a challenge, and she did something that she maybe never thought she was going to do, and I'm just so excited for her and so excited for her to be in this collab. And she and I also just did a collab. We had go up on Saturday doing a green glam using the Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions palette, so I hope that you guys will also go see her. And then of course Liz Fashion Talents here on YouTube, who I have actually been subscribed to the longest of all these ladies. I think she has been on YouTube about the same amount of time as I have, maybe a smidge bit longer. We were both part of, back then it was one of these like sub for sub kind of platforms, and like I got wrapped up into it, she got wrapped up into it. I'm no longer in it. I don't know if she is, but she is who I have been subscribed to the longest, honestly. I think I did at one point in time unsubscribe to her and then resubscribe to her. She is just amazing. She does some incredible hauls. She hauls from Shein, she hauls from Dollar Tree, she hauls from TJ's, she is a discount shopper. She tries to find the best price for everything that she can find. So I hope that you all will go see these ladies. Tell them I said, hey, like really check out their New Year's Eve glam look. I am excited to be collaborating with them again. And I hope that as my Vlogmas comes to a close, you guys are also excited to have them show up on your timeline as well. Hopefully we have really loved everything that we've pushed out here, and I hope that you have too. And you guys, like, I am just so excited to be doing this collab with these wonderful ladies, all you know, again and again and again. So I can see this being our 2021 future. Maybe not as many times as we have this month, but I can see more collabs in my future for sure. With that being said, this is a New Year's Eve glam eye look. I hope that you guys are in it to learn, because I do actually show you almost my entire face being put together in this video, which isn't something I normally do. So I hope that you guys are prepared. This might be a long one. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, it's coming at you right about now. So I can't imagine that you can't do this with any palette. So I'm not going to make this about the palette, but I will talk to you guys about the colors that I'm using. Right now I do have an eye base on. It is the Profusion No Budge eye primer. I do like this eye primer a lot. I feel like I'm a little bit fuzzy, so I'm gonna try and make us a little more not fuzzy. So the No Budge primer, you're gonna want to let, any primer really, you're gonna want to let like dry down, or you are creating messes in your eye looks. I very rarely go into an eye look with a base, but I do think that this will be probably important. I am going to go into like just a medium brown to create an eye base. Alright, so now I'm going to take a brush, kind of like this. This is the JH33 from the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collection. Her brushes are pretty decent. And I am going to take a red, because I really like reds in a New Year's Eve eye look. And I'm just going to start building that color up into my crease. I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm just going to go along the edges of this and blend it. I don't want it to look as stark as it does right now. Here's what I'd like to say too. You will note I took a rather satiny color because New Year's Eve is all about the glitz and glam, right? It's all about the shimmer. Okay, so this is a little bit more feathered up there, so I'm gonna do the other eye. We'll be right back. The other eye is done, so I'm just blending some more. You can never blend enough. Easy peasy look I've got going on here. So the next color I'm gonna go into is a basic black. I really think that you can coordinate this upper color with whatever color you're wearing, greens, blues, whatever, but it's really important for a smoky look to have that black out here in the outer V. And then of course you want to bring it up into your crease a bit and then wing it out to follow the rest of your eye. So you really don't need a whole lot of black, honestly. A little bit of black goes a damn long way. I use a little pencil brush when I'm doing black so that I can't possibly go too far. And then take that brush that you were blending with and blend that out really lightly, barely touching your skin. You don't want the black to go too far. So it's super smoky. I'm gonna go get my other eye done. I'll be right back. At this point, I usually take the brush that is the brush that I used on the upper color, and then I just run it around the colors all together, kind of sloppily or haphazardly, just to mix all the colors together, because you really don't want that harsh line. So now I'm going to lightly tap into the black, very lightly, and barely like blend that on to the rest of the black, just so that it's smoky. I'm also super messy with my eye color, and that's okay because I will take a makeup wipe and clean it up. This eye is so much more wonky than this eye, so I have to clean them up, otherwise I get absolutely nowhere. So then I'm taking a glitter, and you can use any glitter. I happen to be using the Stila Glitter and Glow in Diamond Dust, and it is glittery. For me, I feel like you have to have a base underneath it. So I do take this black color and just kind of pat it around the rest of the eye look if I'm going a smoky eye. I want this glitter to be an accent to that. But again, using the pencil brush so I don't go ham. Glitter. The best thing about this Stila glitters is that they stay on rather well. Sometimes you do see fallout all over your face, but they don't go in your eye. I use them all the time without a glitter glue, and for those of you that know me, you know I'm kind of terrified of glitter. But if you want that little added extra sense of security, use a glitter glue underneath. I also layer them, so we'll go over one layer, let it dry, and then I will punch another pop of layer over the top of that so that it is as glittery as I want it to be. I just think that glitter red, black screams like regal party, New Year's Eve, like all that fun. Before I go into base, I wanted to show you guys how I clean up my eye look. I told you this eye is just a hot mess over here. I always clean up my eye look with a wet makeup eraser, towelette, something along those lines. All I have in this room with me right now is the towelettes, so I am going to use one of those. And you just take your towelette along your eye. Look at this. Look at all this fallout. So first of all, get all your fallout off. This is why I do eyes first. And then just run it in a fashion that you want your eye look to be. So I very lightly run it up the same long lines so you guys can see the direction that that's pulling, and then I will also pull from the top so I have that nice gradient right there. This I am able to like rein it in, this I am not for whatever reason. A lot of people clean up their eye makeup with concealer, which is totally fine and it's totally workable. I like more of like a natural complexion. I hardly ever wear concealer, so I don't like cleaning it up with concealer because I feel like it just creates that heaviness in my base. If you like a more full coverage, then I would suggest doing the same thing with a concealer. You can draw just a line with that concealer and then use brushes to blend it out, and it looks just the same as what I did here. And that this one goes more upwards, so there. See how easy that was, you guys? Concealer will do the same thing. So it just depends on what kind of base you want. Okay, now I'm going to go do my base. I will be right back. I went as full coverage as I have in my collection just because I know that a lot of people will be using full coverage on New Year's Eve. It's party night. You want something to last all dang day, right? So I started first with a gripping primer. So a gripping primer is going to keep your makeup on as long as it possibly can. I use the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Longwear foundation. This is a very full coverage foundation. I am in the shade 270 Bisque Warm. It is a little bit light for me, and you can see it's also a little bit yellow for me. I do think I need a neutral undertone. When you're going full beat, right, you're going into a New Year's Eve party in your own home and on your couch, you want to look amazing. You've got glitter on your eyes. You're going to want to contour. I have the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. I also have done this with powders. I prefer a cream. You look at the hollows of your cheeks. So mine are pretty defined already. So I'm just going to like draw a small line down that hollow on both sides. I am going to do it up on my temple a little bit. I don't contour my nose. I do contour under my lip, and then just a small smidge of an amount underneath my chin. So once you get all that done, and then I go over the top of it with a blender, I find that a blender sponge will like seamlessly place it, but you can do this with a brush too. Like, I'll show you. Let me get a brush. So for brush application, I do use like a pretty densely packed, like small, short bristle brush, and just stipple it and blend. So that's the brush side, and that's the blender side. I'll just do it with the brush. Okay. The thing is that you can't be pressing super hard because you do have a foundation base underneath there that you don't want to move around. I move it around more by like stippling my brush than I do by sweeping my brush. Once I've got it stippled, I will sweep just a smidge to move it where I want it to move. But there's that. Okay. Now, for underneath my lip, I just lightly go over the top of it, and it makes your lip look so much bigger. My lips are pretty small, so if you have big lips, you maybe don't need to do this. And then under my chin, I do move it up into behind my ear, and then down. And up into behind my ear. Thing is that you want to make sure you're blending. If I do blend with a brush, I always blend with a brush and then go over all that with my beauty blender as well. So once you get done with that, I do go over it with a contour powder. So not a powder that I use to bronze, although many people can use a bronzing powder for a contour powder, but I use this one to contour. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium deep. And then I use this one to bronze. Do you see the difference? This is Ofra Versatile Matte, and it is orange, right? It looks a wee bit orange. This one is a little more gray toned. So your contouring powders are going to mimic shadow, not sun. So I get some contouring powder on my brush, and then I just follow the route that my contour stick took. I like using a brush that is shaped like this. So it is fluffy, but it is square. So long, square, fluffy. So this is me all contoured out. So then I'm going to take a different brush, a much fluffier brush. This is round, domed all over. It's a powder brush. And I'm going to dip into my bronzer. I'm going to get that all over my brush. I'm going to tap off, and I am going to just place this. I do place this all the way down my neck and onto my chest so that everything looks the same. So before I do my blush and my highlight, I am going to complete my eye look. I told you guys I'd come back for that. I will take a like liner brush, like this kind of liner brush, and I will take this outer color, so the black. It doesn't matter which color you're using, but I will take the black and stamp it along my lower lash line. I also stamp it in a way that it connects with this outer V. And then I take another fluffy brush and I will dip it into whatever color is in my crease. And I usually will buff out that main color with the upper color so that it brings the whole look together. So now I'm going to use some eyeliner. Sometimes I use eyeliner, sometimes I do not. But I am just to bring that black back out. Really quick, I need to do my brows really quick. I'm just using the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. There's no other product in my brows. I do get my brows done on a regular basis. I don't really put anything in my brows except for maybe the setting gels. I always use my inner corner color also as my brow bone color. So I typically will use my highlighter because my highlighter doesn't compete with the other colors on my eyes either. I usually go with a highlight that kind of helps the look versus competes with the look. So I am going to do that today, and you just need like a little pencil brush. This one is from Morphe. It's the Morphe M431, and I just put a little bit of highlighter onto the end of my brush, and then I will go along the edge of my brow bone. And when I'm dipping into this highlighter, I'm literally taking my brush and going ding ding. That is it. I'm not swirling it or anything like that. And then for my inner corner, pat that in. That's a bit more pink than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I think it'll be okay. You guys, I am loving this blush by Patrick Ta. This is the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush in Oh She's Different. And I love this cream one. It looks scary, doesn't it? It looks super scary. So I get some on a wet sponge. This is what it looks like on the other end. Looks so scary. And then I just bounce this guy all over where I want the blush to be. Look at how pretty that is. And I'm going to tell you something. This is my favorite find, or one of my favorite finds of 2020, and that video will be coming in January, because this blush lasts forever, all day. I can see it all day long. I like using a brush that looks like this. This is a Wayne Goss brush. This is, I can't remember what it is called, powder brush. I don't know. But the only purpose that I have found that I love, love, love this brush for is highlight. So I will just get some highlight on the end of it like that. And then I will just tap it into the high points that I want to highlight. So I will tap it onto my skin. I don't like lashes. I'm just not a false lash girl. So these are my tools here. A nice eyelash curler, a primer, and then a mascara. I just use whatever mascara I'm using at the moment. If I have one that I think is stellar, then I will do that. But curl your lashes for a good solid, 30 to 60 seconds. I usually do it 30 seconds, and then I go back. All right, and then put a primer on those. Let that primer sit for a second. I didn't do like a winged liner, and I do have like black in my outer V. I don't typically go in with a liquid eyeliner in these moments because that just seems like so crazy to me. So I will take this and tightline. So when you tightline, I don't do it very often. You look down and take your eyeliner into that lower rim. I always find it easier to do too if you look away, honestly, but I know a lot of people can't look away and do it, so there's that. So I've given my primer enough time to stick around for a while, so I am now going to go over that primer with a mascara. Any mascara will do. It doesn't have to be a single solitary kind of mascara. I usually will layer my mascaras. I find it easier to put mascara on looking down into a mirror. You're more than likely less likely to stab yourself in the eyeball. You also don't get that crazy mascara face. So basically you want to place your mirror as if you want to look up your nose and then look down into it. So there's upper lashes, lower lashes. I usually go in with a tubing mascara on my lower lashes, but I'm going to use one of the new lip liners that I got from Colourpop Black Friday, and I am going to use that. I prefer a lip liner as a lipstick. So that's what we're doing. Also, I'm pretty sure this is a little bit deeper of a red. Wow, that's a red. So I've got that on, and then this is a Colored Rain lipstick in Cherry Blossom, and this is what it looks like. I feel like that is red. All right, I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna do something with my hair. I will be right back. All right, this is my finished look. This is my New Year's Eve Glam. It's very red, it's very sparkly, it's very red. I'm gonna get up close and personal so that you guys can like see the overall of the look, but like really when I think of New Year's Eve, I think sparkle, I think red, I think black, I think sultry, I think smoky, and like this is my overall what I think of New Year's Eve. Like this headband is full of all kinds of little crystals, so it is sparkly headband too, and even if I was going to party on my couch, this might be an eye look that I come up with. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed watching. I'm going to get up close so that you guys can see the eye look. All right, I am so excited about this eye look. I hope that you guys are too. I hope that you enjoyed watching it. Please go visit my friends here on YouTube who are in this little collab with me doing this New Year's Eve eye. I think that they are all fantastic people. You guys have heard me rave on and on about them many times before, so I'm not going to continue to do it here at the end of this video. You probably heard it in the beginning. I don't know. We will see because I haven't filmed the beginning yet. Please go visit their channels. Please say hey, hi, how are you doing for me. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on what your New Year's Eve is going to look like, and you guys just stay safe out there. I hope that you're staying safe. Thanks so much for coming to visit me today. I hope that you guys are doing so well. I hope that you liked this video enough that you're considering giving it a big thumbs up. It really does help our channels out here. I also hope that you guys liked it or me enough that you're considering subscribing before you go. Again, really does help our channels out here. Gives YouTube some inclination that people like us, people love us, people want to see more of us in their timeline, and they may push them out to other people. It does a lot to help our channels grow. Even if you don't subscribe, please do leave me a comment down in the comment section. I would love to talk to you guys down there. If you do subscribe, please don't forget to hit the notification bell. It will notify you every single time I upload content, and in a normal everyday world that is 3 to 4 times a week depending on the week, and I would hate for you guys to miss anything. Thank you so much again for joining me today. I know that you don't have to, yet you're choosing to spend moments of your time with me, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. I hope that December is treating you all kindly. I hope that you guys are doing well, that your family is doing well, that you all are wearing your masks when you're out in public, helping flatten the curve, keeping yourself safe if for no other reason. Please continue to love each other, but love each other from afar. And until next time, guys.